a quick snatch. Dartmoor Walk number 3. Snowed overnight, so I've brought Ralph up to Cox Tor. So we're just going to go for a quick pre-work walk up on the Cox Tor. Frozen here. It's more snow due this week, apparently. We shall see. So on a short half-hour walk. Come here. Come on. Come here. Good boy. Alright. Pick it up once we get across the road. Wait. Here we are then, up on the trig point, the summit of Cox Tor. Slippery little walk, so the snow is probably about 1 inch, 2 inches, something like that. Not compacted at all, so it's not frozen, so it's slippy, especially getting through the clitters. A little bit awkward, but I'll try and do the tours for you. So looking south, if we look back over here before, just in the mist over there where the rain shower's coming in, which ain't great, is it? You can see Beer Ferries down by the river. As we come through, we're on Cox Tor, so you've then got the other side of the car park down there. So out the other side there, you've got Bew Tor, Feather Tor. Coming round on the Skyline Ridge over there is Ingra Tor, and then you come back down. Sorry, that's Ingra Tor in by the woods, and up on the top there is Staple, and you can see Hen Tor right on the edge over there. Coming back round, we've got Swell Tor and King's Tor in here. Okay, and then we've got the classic ridge here, so the Staples, okay, middle staple and the higher Staples, Roos Tor here, okay, and then in the background on the Skyline Ridge, just in the mist there, you've got Great Mist Tor, somewhat appropriately. Coming back round looking north now, okay, the first one we see over here, okay, is White Tor, somewhat appropriately named. We were out the back of there the other day. And then you can't actually see Lynch Tor and the others which are further over, but that's the top of Tavy Cleeve there, so that's Nat Tor and Gur Tor there on the Skyline Ridge going over there. And then right down over there, the last little lump that you can see on the edge of the snow before it drops off the Tor, so that's going to be Arms Tor, Brat Tor and Doe Tor down there with which we cross on it. As ever, you can see Brentor Church, see that from everywhere. And then you can see a dog that's just had a treat, so he's being very attentive at the minute. He's loving the snow. So we've got to go to work today, which is unfortunate. So I think what we're going to do is we'll just walk down to the Tarn or to the Cole down here. Sort of like a mixture of Lakeland and Welsh terms. Right, and then there's a track that we can pick up back down to the car. All right, we'll just pick our way carefully off the back of this, because this is quite treacherous up here. Do you like the snow, Ralph? You do, don't you? Do you like the snow? Yes. Hop. Come on. Hop. Good boy, good boy. Yes, you are. Good dog. Right, away. Come on. So we're just catching a snowstorm now as we come off the top. This will be rain down in the valley. I thought this is quite nice though, so we might lose the visibility in a minute. We're heading down towards that little lake I talked about, or pond. Okay, these little hummocks here are a periglacial feature, and they're called drumlins. So they're formed on sort of like permafrost and the edge of sort of like frozen glacier type terrain, and you can see the process quite nicely. Now it's picked out with the snow. So basically in the hollows between the hummocks, they're like little moguls, you'll get freezing in there and build up a snow that then insulates the ice. The ice then expands by about 11%, and then the tops, which are uncovered, heat up in the sun and melt. And so the frost and the ice below pushes that soil up, so it acts like little circular bulldozers to create the hollows and to push up into lumps. Okay, there's some fine examples of this on Dartmoor, of which this little patch here is a great example. There's some nice ones out on the back of White Tor as well. But we'll look at us virgin snow. I wish I'd put some skis up really. So I think Ralph's trying to pick out sheep, non-existent sheep in a white landscape. He's having fun, isn't he? All right, off we go. Let's go and do some work. He's hunting something under the snow here. He's just been diving, so clearly there's some small mouse or something underneath the snow, which he can hear or smell. Good boy, good boy. What a dog. Got something. So we're walking now off from the tarn between the stables and Cox Tor, back towards the car. Pew Tor off to the left. Very dramatic sky. Ducks loving the snow. It's nice quiet, not too windy. Not many people up here. In fact, we haven't seen anybody. Just see the woods with the Tavy in the background. So that little hummock on the top of the woods is where Pete and Helen Silcox live, up at the top of Vinegar Hill. So Biff's just below it, and you can just make out, if you're really lucky, down to the left of the woods you can see the railway bridge across the Tavy. What a great little prize to snatch this morning. I'd like to stay out all day, but unfortunately got to do some work. So it's a fairly easy and obvious track down from the lake. And look, they're firing today, they've just put the flag up. Each underneath the summit of Cox Tor. So it's a nice way back down, so he's walking back the way you've come. And in fact, it's not a bad way up, it's a more gentle way up to the top. So you come up the main path from the car park and just filter off to the right before the steep bit. There's like a little bobby area there. So it's a slightly longer walk, but you don't have all that steep clitter and mess at the top. You walk around the back to it. Of course, people will normally probably combine Cox Tor with a visit to the stables and Roos Tor where the flag is. We don't have time today, but I am enjoying the dramatic sky over Dartmoor this morning. You can see the car park just down there, which is where we're going back to. So not the longest walk in the world, but worth the effort just to get out with it in these conditions, and a real treat to be the first people up there with nobody else breaking the snow in front of us. Time to go and do some work, pay for this lifestyle. Alright, see you later team. I had to just capture this, so we just walked on from the last video clip and the sun has popped out from behind the sky. Well, behind the clouds, and just cast a lovely golden light across the snowfield as you walk across it. Ralph's out over there somewhere, amusing himself. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm going to put the camera down so I can walk without falling over in this and making a fool of myself. But you can see Cox Tor up there to the right, casting this lovely light now. A few more cars in the car park, so some other folk working their way up. But a treat, see Dartmoor like this, absolute treat. Ooh, there you go, told you. Right, I'm going to work this time, really I am, bye. Come on. Come here. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Sit. Good dog. Sit there. Wait. Good boy. Yes, you are. You're a good dog.